This video is going to be disturbing for a lot of people, so if you don't want to be disturbed, don't watch it. What is a rape apologist? A rape apologist is somebody who looks at a victim and says what they endured either wasn't a big deal, or suggests that they're a liar or otherwise belittles them. And they look at the person who committed the crime and they pretend as if that individual is innocent. A rape apologist is somebody who has no comprehension of what rape is like. They don't imagine their mothers or their sisters or their daughters being raped. They aren't sympathetic. They aren't compassionate. So for all the rape apologists watching this video, I'm going to explain in depth what I'm very certain it is like being raped due to my experiences in the past, having had to hold the victims of these crimes, having had to pick up the pieces. I want you to imagine trusting someone. 80% of rapists rape individuals that they know. So with that being said, this person that you trust, possibly a friend or family member, could even be your boyfriend. And I say it could be your boyfriend, as the majority of the population is heterosexual and 95% of rape victims are female. So you go over to see them, your friend, and you're spending time with them. You're in a vulnerable situation with them, but you trust them, so it's okay to you. And they begin to make passes at you. They begin to forward themselves sexually at you, or they just drug you. You try to resist, assuming you're not drugged. You say no, physically push them away, or show other significant signs that you're not interested. And they laugh it off, like it's not a big deal. They act like you're just kidding around. Or they just continue to pursue you regardless, and don't seem to care at all that you just said no. They begin to tear off your clothes. Now you're getting scared. You start to scream or become more aggressive in your resistance, and thus they do too. Maybe they hit you. Maybe they choke you. Maybe they threaten you. No matter what you do, they won't stop. You're realizing that you're in a room alone with them, and you're regretting having ever trusted them to be in that room. You're realizing that nobody can help you because nobody can hear you. So you do your best to fight, but you keep getting hurt. So you're completely naked, and he's completely ruining you. Probably laughing, enjoying himself, him and his little weak power trip. You're crying. You're feeling completely ruined. He gets done, acts like he didn't do something wrong, acts like it's all funny or okay somehow, just like the rape apologist would. Puts his pants back on, leaves you alone a total wreck, sobbing hysterically. You were just emotionally, mentally, and physically tortured by somebody who said they were your friend. by somebody you trusted. You somehow feel like it's your fault. You feel like you shouldn't have put yourself in that situation. You feel like you had it coming because you were so foolish as to believe that they were a decent human being. So maybe you don't go to get swabbed at a medical facility for evidence. Maybe you don't go to the police because you know that everyone's just going to judge you. Because you don't feel confident in that you're innocent. You don't feel confident that you're a victim. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do go get swabbed. Maybe you do go to the police station and have to fill out a painfully detailed report of what happened. But then you think about the people who are going to mock you. All the men you're going to date in your future who are going to look at you like you're damaged goods. You think of how it's going to ruin your life admitting that you were raped. Because people will not welcome you with open arms, but rather treat you like you're a whore. Treat you like you had it coming. I don't know how many women have come to me saying that they're a victim. But I feel so powerless when they do, because I can't do shit about it. They tell me it was their brother. They tell me it was their best friend. Their father. And I think, how could there be such rotten human beings in this world? How could they say that they loved her? And then for the sake of their own satisfaction, destroy her whole fucking life? I have no idea what it's like to be raped. Because you just don't know until you go through it. But for those who have, who are brave enough to step forward and fight for the people that are to follow you if you don't try and stop that rapist, I could not respect you more. Because having to go through what you went through, and still being strong enough to say, that was wrong. I hope all the women watching this do not trust the men in their life without them proving themselves. If I were a woman, I would not trust men at all. Regardless, as I said, rape apologists are the scum of the earth. And one of the only things worse than them are the rapists themselves. Rape is a serious crime. And it's a goddamn shame that the people who suffer that crime have to be afraid to step forward and admit they're a victim, because society is full of idiots who cannot comprehend the fact that people are raped every other second of every single day. And that's why it keeps happening. Rapes continue to occur because of people like rape apologists and other people without sympathy. Watch your cups when you go out to bars. Watch your cups when you go to friends' houses. Make sure there's always somebody with you that you can trust when hanging out with people that you cannot 100% trust. And if you are a victim, no matter how painful it is, I hope you can find the strength to step forward and get evidence right away that you were a victim, so the person who violated you has a less likely chance of ever violating anyone ever again. Thank you for being strong. And please trust me when I say this. You are not damaged goods. You did not deserve it. You are a victim. And you deserve justice. Goodbye.